Don't let somebody else ruin your septic system. If you have a septic tank and you're a seller, here's something to consider. We just had a story that came across our desk about a septic inspection. So when somebody buys your house, typically it's not uncommon for a buyer to have a septic inspection. But you need to know who's doing the inspection, if they're qualified to do that inspection, and what they're doing. So what that inspection entails. Traditionally, a septic inspection entails popping off the lid, checking the levels, adding in water from the house, and making sure it distributes through your weeping bed. So that means your levels will be okay and the system seems to be working properly. The next thing you do is pump the tank to make sure there's no cracks or corrosion, and check the front and the back baffles that they're on securely. That's traditionally how you would pump a septic tank. Right now, we're seeing companies come in and they want to expose parts of the weeping bed so they can take a look at it. And to me, you need to know if a company is going to do this. If you agree to it, great, but you need to know the risks. In this particular case, it was an old clay weeping tile, and when they dug it up, they crushed that tile. Okay, so then they ruin essentially the integrity of the system that's been working since the 70s. So that's something that you guys have to consider, and it's a risk, right? If they're going to do that and inspect your tank, they better make sure that they're not going to wreck that whole system, because if they crush the tile, they could decide not to purchase it anymore, and now you're stuck with having to do a repair or replace the whole system. And anybody that knows anything about septic systems knows that the tank is the least expensive part. It's your weeping tiles and the install with your engineer's report, which is the most expensive part. So just be careful and ask your agent to put it in the contract that we know who it is, and more importantly, that we know they're not going to disturb your weeping bed. Thanks, guys. And if you have any questions or this situation happened to you, give me a call, give me a text. I'd love to talk to you about it.